Welcome back to another offseason review. Today is about the Chicago Bulls, so it should be a short one, and I'm kind of in a rush, so we're gonna make it a short one. And we're lucky because the Bulls don't have much to talk about because they're a play-in team every year, and they haven't done much to change that. So the Chicago Bulls were a play-in team, obviously last year. They got knocked out by either the Heat or the Hawks. Either way, they got knocked out. 39-43, I think is what it was, or 42. But it's been like that for the past 4 years. And you'd think this roster, it's had the talent like Zach LaVine, like DeMar DeRozan, like Valanciunas, to get not Valanciunas, Vucevic, to get some value back and maybe some younger assets, some draft picks, some better players, just more players that can do better things on the court for your team. And they don't use any of that, at least in time. Because as we know, they traded DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, both to the Kings, for not much, really, because they waited too long and the value for them went down. They still haven't traded Vucevic. I don't know if they've even taken calls on him, which they should be, because why in the world do you keep him when this team needs so much more? Now, the Bulls have a couple tricky questions to deal with. They still have Kobe White, who do you want to keep him long term? He's a great player for you guys, obviously. Josh Giddey, what contract is he getting? Because I've seen him, getting 20 mil, getting 30 mil, and for how many years? Because how long do you trust this guy to run your team and run your offense like he has been? And will he keep this production up that he's getting? Will he improve the three-point shot? Will he go down? All that stuff is questions. And then you have Matas Muzelis, who is an aspiring, NBA player. He looked good last year. Will he keep this upward cycle and keep getting better, or will you have to get rid of him too and then he'll pop off somewhere else? Now, I doubt they'll get rid of Matas. I was just kind of talking. But Matas Buzelis definitely looks like their best prospect in how many years? Since probably, is it risk to say D Rose? He's just, the archetype there is tall, skillful, can hit the three-point shot a little bit, can play defense, and that's a rotational player. Now, a couple offseason moves they made was they traded Lonzo Ball for Isaac Okoro. I don't know why, really. Good for Lonzo, because when he's a winning player, or when he's healthy, he's a winning player, and the Cavs try to replace Ty Jerome with Lonzo, which is not very much self-creation, but that's more offensive creation as a whole. And Isaac Okoro, I mean, if you could develop him well, he could still be good. He's still young, but he hasn't shown much to be, anything to foam in the mouth for. They also re-signed Trey Jones, so I think it's more shooting. He's got 3-year, $24 million deal. I mean, these are just signings and trades that, you're sitting in the same spot. Like, you're not doing anything to get better or even get worse, to get a better lottery pick, to rebuild. This team has no direction. It's like the Kings, and they just switch spaces, Looking at their draft, they drafted Noah Esseng. He's from France, so bear with me. He's a 6'9" forward, about 200 pounds. That is really light. So hopefully he can shoot the ball. I'm trying to pull up his stats and his weaknesses and stuff, but my internet isn't loading. Let me see if I can figure this out. Hold on. So his comparison is Pascal Siakam. That's a really good sign. His strengths are his physical tools and athleticism and improving offensive skill. So it seems like he has a high ceiling, right? I don't know how high compared to other rookies, but in terms of filling out his skill set and getting better, he can, reach that pretty easily. Not easily, obviously, but, it's within It's within reach. His weaknesses are his shooting, his creation, and his interior defense. His athleticism and skill set should make up for the defense, because you can use that to at least put pressure on the opponent. His shooting, the strength was that it looked like he was getting better. So if he keeps trending upwards on his shooting and his scoring abilities, that should go away in his creation. He is playing with Josh Giddey. I don't know how much the creation matters for him when he's 6'9". As long as he can maybe make 1-2 move, get to the basket, or step back, hit a mid-range. I don't really know his game like that, but it seems like he is an interesting prospect for the Bulls who they can hopefully develop into a rotational player. And like I said, this video is going to be short, and that's about all they did. They are probably going to be the same spot next year. If anything, they missed the playoffs and the plan entirely. So don't be shocked if that happens. I would project them because this team is still a good team. It's just not a very good team or even a great team. So I still put them. They might be able to sneak into the playoffs at an 8 seed if they have an outstanding year, a 7 seed. But anything above that is out of their reach, in my opinion. But I don't think they can go lower than like 11. You know, so their range is probably max 7, floor 11. So they should be in the playoffs, but they have a possibility of missing. Don't be shocked if they do. I also don't know if I would recommend to watch this team unless you're a Chicago fan, because I don't know how exciting it's going to be. But, if it's your favorite team, good luck to you. You guys will at least have some young players that you can look forward to playing. Hopefully, if you guys do play them and your coach is smart, please come on and do that. It would blow it up, dude. Sorry, but blow it up. That's about it for the Chicago Bulls. That's about it for the Chicago Bulls. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Hope you guys learned something. Like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, all of that is just nature now. Human, what is it called? Muscle memory? Yeah, y'all know that. And then, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.